The wife knows perfectly well that her husband is faking his death to evade massive debts, but she doesn't expose him. Instead, she deliberately provokes the debt collectors, all because she has been reborn. In her previous life, her husband's fake death left her to pay off the enormous debt. Just as she was about to finish repaying it, he and his girlfriend suddenly appeared before her, mockingly revealing the truth. The woman angrily confronted them, but her husband heartlessly pushed her toward an oncoming car. The next second, she found herself reborn on the day of his fake death. Seeing the death certificate handed to her by her mother-in-law, the woman pretended to be grief-stricken and rushed to the man's side, venting the rage from her past life. Her mother-in-law quickly tried to stop her, scolding her for mistreating her husband. The woman, feigning confusion, asked if he was really dead. Panicked, the mother-in-law insisted he was truly gone. Just then, debt collectors stormed into the hospital, demanding repayment of $5 million. The mother-in-law pretended to be pitiful, trying to force the woman to pay. But the woman insisted she had no money, adding that the debt collectors wouldn't harm an old woman. Enraged, the debt collectors intensified their demands. The woman quickly shielded her husband, declaring she wouldn't let them hurt him. Thinking he had found her weakness, the debt collector grew bolder. Terrified, the man begged her to stop talking. But the woman played the role of the devoted wife perfectly. The debt collector became even more aggressive, demanding immediate payment. Unable to bear it any longer, the mother-in-law pleaded with the woman to repay the debt. Seeing no way out, the woman reluctantly agreed, but on one condition: her husband must be laid to rest first. The mother-in-law had no choice but to play along. Unexpectedly, the woman arrived with a truckload of concrete. Horrified, the mother-in-law tried to intervene, but the woman immediately offered a bank card. The mother-in-law quickly agreed, planning to pocket the money herself, but the impatient debt collector snatched the card away. Furious, the mother-in-law threw the woman out and hurriedly rescued her son. To his surprise, the man soon learned that his company was about to receive a $100 million investment, but the woman had already inherited the company and was preparing to sign the contract. He rushed to the signing venue, declaring that he was not dead and that the $100 million rightfully belonged to him, but the woman coldly stated that, legally, he was already deceased. He had no way to prove he was still alive. At that moment, the debt collector also arrived, fuming that the bank card was empty. Seeing the man alive, he felt deceived and threatened the woman to hand over the $5 million. The woman helplessly repeated that she had no money, then frantically begged the investor to buy the company for $10 million instead. The man, outraged, tried to stop her. In desperation, he borrowed $10 million from the debt collector to buy back the company, expecting to secure the $100 million investment. But it was all an elaborate scheme orchestrated by the woman. In the end, the man was left with $20 million in debt and nothing else.